Hey everyone, so here's a quick walkthrough of what to do with your concept map when you are finished with it. If you're not done, you probably will need to head to the TTL so that you can use Inspiration or Kidspiration there, because not many computers have access to that software on campus. So if you're trying to open the file that you saved to your box and it's giving you an error message, just make sure you're on a computer that has the software installed, which probably means heading to the TTL. Once you are all done and you've got your concept map how you like it, you can choose to export it as an image from Kidspiration, or you can just take a screenshot, which is usually what I like to do. On a Mac, that is Command-Shift-4, and then it'll give you these little crosshairs, and you can just go like that and get a picture of it. If you're on a Windows machine, you'll want to use the snipping tool. So if you have any questions on either of those, just let me know. But in the end, you'll want to end up with an image file. It'll be a PNG or a JPEG most likely of your concept map. Once you've got that image file of your concept map, you're going to head over to your teacher website and head to the class materials page, and you'll see here that there's going to be 6 things in the end on this page. The very first one is that concept map. So right here, we've got our title, and it says to have it linked. So I said concept map, you could say, of Newton's laws with, maybe I used Inspiration. You'll pick which one you used, Inspiration or Kidspiration. And I'm going to double click on it, hit the link button, choose web address, and then I'm going to link it to Inspiration or Kidspiration.com, whichever one it is. And let me double check that link. That's the one. So Inspiration or Kidspiration, and then you would just say OK. And so then what you can see here is that I've got the link to the resource right there. The next thing says screenshot or embed. This is where your picture is going to go. So I'm going to say insert an image, and I'm going to upload an image, and then I'm just going to pick that one from wherever you've got it saved. In general, always try to name your things something different with Google Images, otherwise it can cause problems later on. Then I'm going to hit OK, and you'll see it adds in my image here. Sometimes you might want to change the size a little bit so that it fits on the page a little better. You don't want pictures spilling off over the side of the page. And then here's the part where you're going to get a little reflective, and this might take a little longer. First says, what is the tool? You can answer this here if you want to, or you can sort of write it in paragraph form. Completely up to you. But give us a little description of Kidspiration or Inspiration and sort of what it's used for in educational purposes. Here, how can you use the tool in your class? How will it benefit your students? This is where you should get very reflective. You can get critical, but really think about the idea of concept mapping and specifically using Kidspiration or Inspiration and how you could use it in your classroom. We haven't talked about the 4 E's yet. That'll be next week. But the idea is you're thinking, how can this tool get my students more engaged in the learning experience? Or how can it enhance their learning experience? How can it make my job more effective or efficient as well? So check out the W200 website and look at some of the teacher examples if you're going to start on this, but definitely get detailed and descriptive here as well. Just like in the class preps, this is your spot to show that you're actually thinking about these tools and how they could be applied. And a lot of your grade in the end on the teacher website is going to be based on, are you actually thinking about these things we're talking about, or are you sort of just going through the motions? So show us what you're working on and that you're really thinking about how you can use these things. And then when you're done, just go ahead and save it, and that's it for the concept map.